The sports page with the Orlando Sentinel and FM 96.9 The Game's Mike the Bulldog Bianchi.
On JRR.
The Thunder have taken the NBA by storm. For the first time, the NBA champion resides in Oklahoma City. The storybook season is complete.
All right, Bulldog, there you go. OKC's first championship in Game 7. They finish off the Pacers 103-91, the final.
Yeah, the climb is complete. The rebuild is done. OKC busted up their team, I think it was 5 years ago now, and now they're the NBA champions, the youngest NBA champions in nearly 50 years. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander showed why he was the MVP of the league last night. 29 points, 12 assists. OKC wins it 103-91. It's just a shame that, the Pacers were actually leading at halftime. Their best player, Tyrese Halliburton, went down in the first half with looks like, according to his father, an Achilles tendon injury, which means that's a serious injury, the same injury that Jason Tatum of the Boston Celtics had. So Halliburton misses the second half last night, and if it's a complete rupture of the Achilles tendon, he'll be out next year as well.
Oof, what is it, like a year and a half if it's the rupture? Yeah. I tell you what, you hate seeing him go down, but back to OKC, man, that's the first of this team, first of many. They're great.
Well, they're the best. They were the best team all season. Again, they're the youngest team in the league. They're deep. They're hungry. They have the MVP. They could be a budding dynasty, but we shall see. But kudos to them. Kudos to them. I'll tell you what, and again, as you said, you hate to see anybody go down with an injury, but when you look at the East next year, Indiana, if Halliburton's out, Boston with Jason Tatum out, it's wide open for the Magic. Wide open for the Magic.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of dynasties, I was looking high and low. I didn't see you in the celebratory Stanley Cup parade yesterday in Fort Lauderdale, dog.
Man, it was a sight to see. I wish I'd have been able to be there with all of my other longtime Panther fans, but yeah, it was. It was something else. Did we damage the cup anymore?
Not that I'm aware of. Not that I'm aware of.
We've already damaged the cup, but hey, if you're not damaging the cup, you don't know how to party.
That's it.
My mantra.
That's it. I did think, I know Pat said you weren't there, and you said you weren't there. I could have sworn I saw you, but it must have just been some other young, handsome, bald man.
By the way, we were just talking about the NBA. Huge trade in the NBA yesterday. The Phoenix Suns have agreed on a blockbuster trade. They're trading Kevin Durant, still one of the best players in the league at age 37 years old. They're sending him to the Houston Rockets, who were the number 2 seed in the Western Conference this year. The Rockets trade 2 of their better players, Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks. They also trade the number 10 pick in this year's draft and 5 second-round picks for KD. So the Rockets looking to get better. I don't know if this makes them better or not. Again, they traded 2 of their better players in Jalen Green and Dylan Brooks, and they've got a 37-year-old Kevin Durant, but we'll see. A blockbuster deal. Hey, the Magic gave up more than that to get Desmond Bain. Maybe they should have traded for Kevin Durant. What do you think, guys?
Bain's a little younger by about a decade.
He's about 10 years younger.
KD is strong, though.
So that was the big trade in the NBA. LSU wins the College World Series for the second time in 3 years. They beat Coastal Carolina, whose coach got tossed out of the game. LSU won 2 of the first 2 games of the series, which means it's over. It's a 3-game series. Final score in the deciding game was 5-3. By the way, we talk about the SEC in football. The SEC's now won 6 straight national titles in baseball, right?
Yeah.
LSU's won 2 of 3. So the SEC has the national champion in basketball, baseball. We know how strong they are in football. I guess the mantra really is true. SEC, it just means more.
Just means more, yes. Yep.
Sports just mean more in the SEC.
The SEC, we just pay more.
No, you know who pays more? Your University of Miami Hurricanes. They've been Wisconsin filed a lawsuit Friday claiming that the Miami football team broke the law by tampering with one of Wisconsin's players. The player is believed to be freshman DB Xavier Lucas. So yeah, Miami being sued for tampering with one of Wisconsin's players who evidently had signed a 2-year NIL agreement with Wisconsin. Miami allegedly comes in with even more cash for the player, and the player ends up transferring to Miami. But when Wisconsin said, "Wait a minute, we had a contract with this guy."
Are there even laws anymore?
Huh?
You had some Luther Campbell money stepping in here. What's going on?
You know what NIL stands for? Now I'll litigate, baby.
Yeah.
Now I'll litigate. So yeah. So this is probably the first of many tampering charges coming in college football as we enter the pay-for-play era. Wouldn't you agree?
Probably. Yeah. Hey, poor Tommy Fleetwood looked like he had his first ever PGA Tour win just within his grasp, and then it was not to be on 18 yesterday at the Travelers.
Yeah, Keegan Bradley ends up winning. I think he was down 3 strokes with like 4 holes to play. He comes storming back, wins the what was that tournament?
The Travelers.
The Travelers Championship.
Yeah.
Chase Briscoe wins in NASCAR yesterday. So good for him. That was his first victory of the season, only his 3rd overall. I think that's his first victory since he moved over to Joe Gibbs Racing. So, Chase Briscoe wins. Did you see who was the crew chief in the Xfinity race on Saturday that won?
Who was the crew chief?
Dale Earnhardt Jr. I guess he owns a team at Xfinity, and the crew chief was suspended on the team, so Dale Jr. steps in as the crew chief and ends up winning the race.
How about that?
I thought I saw something about that in the highlights. F1 desk was off this weekend, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah, we know.
All right. Mike, the Bulldog Bianchi, host of Open Mic, weekday mornings on Adjacent to AM 740 and FM 96.9 The Game. And he takes the time out from his show to join us for the sports page each morning here on JRR. Thank you, dog.
By the way, happy birthday to the great Wilma Rudolph. Oh!
Lynch and Taco. Always on demand.
Download their podcast daily on our free iHeartRadio app.
Get it now at WJRR.com.